seats, black piping. Remind me of Paul McCartney and Mike fighting. You feel that?
All right, guys, we are back for another episode of Maybach Conversations, and we got my man Mateo here. I appreciate it. He is actually the owner and founder of Boxr Gym here in Miami, Florida. I mean, it's one of the best gyms I've ever been to. It's got the boxing. Bro, you always have a nice ass car in the front. I mean, do those be your cars? Or?
So, bro, like I have a lot of clients that come to the gym, a lot of high-end clients. They have their vehicles that are parked in a warehouse.
Yep. They're
exclusive vehicles that actually don't get driven on the road. So by saying that, you know, like it's a great honor to be able to switch and mix and match different vehicles, because it is part of the blueprint and the concept of Boxr.
Nice.
Yeah.
When I saw that, I was sold, because I'm a luxury car type of guy. And I'm like, I've never seen a damn Ferrari in the middle of a gym, and then I just had to join. So this is Mateo. He's the owner. This is a celebrity star-studded gym. The women are absolutely gorgeous that work out here.
Yes, sir.
And they have everything. They got, you guys got classes. Oh, how many? About 50 classes, maybe?
So we got like 120 classes running on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
All the way from, you know, the foundation of it is from the boxing side. So we're known for the boxing. And then we go into MMA, we go into CrossFit, we go into performance training, Pilates, yoga, you name it. So anything to do with the lifestyle sports world, we cover that.
That's amazing, bro. So if y'all haven't joined in Miami, make sure you check them out. So before we start the show, I like to pop a bottle to your success, bro.
Thank you, bro.
All right, no problem at all. Today we got some Bel Air Blue. You drink that?
Let's try it. This is the first time.
Oh no, you in shape, bro. I don't know. Do you drink? I don't know. If you
I don't drink like that. But for today and your podcast, I'll drink.
I appreciate it. You know what? It's only one person undrunk with me on my podcast so far. Everybody else, they don't drink. But you know, when you're dealing with successful people, they got that mindset of, you know, drinking hold you back and stuff like that. So.
No, for sure. It's a special occasion, so let's do it.
Oh, of course, brother. All right, so Mateo.
Yeah.
I hear the accent, bro. Where are you from?
A lot of people think I'm from London or South Africa, but I'm actually from Australia.
Oh,
Sydney.
Australia?
Yeah, from
What?
Sydney. Yeah.
I've never been.
I'm a kangaroo out here in Miami.
I hear that. There's some beautiful women in Australia, actually.
Yeah, there is. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Yeah, Australia's a beautiful place, man. It's an amazing place to go to and visit. Great place to live too. Just comes down to like what you're looking for, you know.
Is it that much different than Miami?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Got it.
It's very family orientated. If you want to settle down, it's a good place to go and settle down and, you know.
I understand.
Put your money in. It's good.
Would you ever move back there?
No.
You too established here, huh?
I'm too established here in Miami. Yeah.
I got it. All right, bro. So we're gonna start off. You're from Australia, so you grew up in Australia.
I grew up in Australia.
How long you been in Miami?
6 years.
6 years now.
Yeah, 5-6 years now.
Got it. So your drive, because for you to come from another country and you got these gyms, I mean, you got double gyms. I've never seen 2 gyms myself. You got a barbershop up here.
Yeah.
What drove you to start this? Like, what was your drive to think like, all right, guys, you know how important professional photography and videography is in real estate, and I take mine very seriously. The only company I trust is Visually Sold, and that's visuallysold.com. They have the best photographers. They've been shooting all of my photography videos for my real estate projects for years. Not only that, they have a next day delivery, instant booking online, and the quality is outstanding. Get your game up today and get 10% off your first photo or video shoot by using my code, which is Trey, Trey, at visuallysold.com. And that is, again, Trey at visuallysold.com. They will take care of you. Make sure you tell them that I sent you so I can get some future discounts on all of my stuff in the future. All right, guys, visuallysold.com. Check them out. They will not disappoint. One of the most professional services in the business. All right, I guarantee that. Now let's get back to the show.
I think what it comes down to, bro, like, you know, growing up as an athlete coming from Australia, I was an ex-boxer. I had a lot of amateur fights. I had like close to over 200 amateur fights. You know, my goal was to become a world champion one day, and I really believed, I thought I'd get there, but obviously God had His reasons to, you know, direct me into the different places, travel the world, understand what I'm really good at, right? Sometimes you think you're good at something, but you really don't know what's really embedded inside of you until you go soul searching. You start to really, find out who you are as a person and what you have to offer. So I did that. I took some time to myself. I went to Colombia for a bit, disconnected, and I started to really, really focus and tap in on the person I am. Also, like I got with my partner who's with me on the business too, and she helped me along the way a lot. Like she opened my eyes and made me realize that, there's more to you if you just cut a lot of the bullshit that you were doing in the past. Cut the shit out and start focusing on the things that you really need to work on and tap in on. A lot of us men, we gotta own up to our mistakes eventually, and we really have to like just honor it and be like, you know what, man, I'm fucking up in a lot of these things, and I have to start working more towards these things. One of my things was I was procrastinating a lot with not just talking to people. I had a problem with talking to people. I didn't like it, bro. I thought that the world had to owe me something and come and talk to me, when rather I should have just opened up and spoken and made an effort to talk and communicate with people better. That was my bad habit.
That's not a bad habit, but I can understand. You had to check your ego.
I had to, bro. I thought, I had to be in my own little bubble in order for people to come in to me. But it wasn't working. And I realized, man, I'm not moving anywhere in my life. Nothing's changing. What is going on here? As I started to make those changes, and I realized that, my values and my belief system were aligned, things started to work out for me.
Amazing.
So as men, we got to make sure that, we have our loyalty, our respect, our belief system aligned. And once you get all those things and you align them together, you start to realize that, damn, I understand what type of man I really am. You start removing all the bullshit. You start removing the wrong people out.
Of course.
All those
100%.
things have factors to be able to put you in a position to understand where you want to go and where you could be.
100%.
And that's where I found that, thing where, man, you know what? I'm going to start helping people. I'm going to start giving what I learned over the last 20 years being a fighter, being around some of the best fighters in the world, being around some of the best trainers in the world. Maybe I could teach. Sometimes not all the best fighters in the world could be the best teachers. If you really look at it, Tyson ain't a coach or a teacher.
Oh, yeah.
But he's the best fighter. He was the best fighter in the world. So there's teachers and there's fighters.
Right.
So I realized I was really good at teaching. And then ever since then, I started teaching people, for free at the very beginning.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I didn't charge a cent. I let people choose what they thought my value was worth. You pay me what you think my value is worth. And then once I did that, people understood what type of person I was. And then they believed in me, which means I automatically found, damn, I'm really good at this.
Wow. That's smart too, bro.
So
you didn't even charge from the beginning. You started doing the work for free. And I read that in the book before. You do work for free, and then the blessings will come. And then from there, you may have got paid more than what you was even going to charge.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, that's amazing. So you're doing great now. How was it growing up? Like, did you grow up in a household where it was struggling, or you grew up kind of financially stable?
You know what? I grew up financially stable. My parents had a very successful business. They were in the import and export business, actually doing a lot of merchandise, apparel, clothing. They're one of the biggest distributors in the country for Kmart, Walmart, stuff like that.
Nice.
So my father and my mother were involved in the business. They did really well, but I went off the tracks a little bit.
Yeah.
I started hanging out with the wrong people.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you come from a background of money, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to set you up for the rest of your life.
Right. 100%.
So, I was disciplined in my boxing, but at the same time, I realized that, damn, I want to enjoy life a little bit. And I did. I went out there. I started to, hang around with some of the wrong people. I did my thing with those people. I don't want to talk on it too much right now.
I feel you.
But you get me.
Right.
But you know what? A lot of that stuff taught me, to survive and be who I am today and apply what I learned in the past, and I apply it into my business today.
Got it.
I apply it with my partner, and I apply it with, my people, and I could teach what I've learned in a positive way. So turn all the negatives into positives.
Yes, sir.
Reverse it around.
Yes, sir.
That's what I was able to do.
And that's major. That's a major key. So I know you was with the wrong crowd. What to get to where you are right now? Did you have to go through any setbacks and endure any obstacles to?
Yeah, man. I went through a few setbacks where my boxing was like the thing that kept me together. Every time I jumped in the ring, I knew that this is what kept me sane. Like this is you know my zen. This is where I feel most comfortable. As soon as I left that, I thought
knocking people's heads off is what you felt.
But then it became a thing where like there was high expectations. So when you have that pressure, it's like you could either fold or it could either take you to that next level.
Yeah.
The thing is, you know, everybody's enjoying life while I'm in the ring and I'm fighting on weekends and stuff, and it's just like, why am I doing this if I'm not making money? So as a young person, and all my boys at the time were making bread and money, and here I am in the gym training, I'm thinking to myself, well, nah, man, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm happy it happened the way it happened. You know, somebody asked me like a couple of weeks ago, if you could go back in time at the age of 17, would you change anything? The only thing I would say to myself is stay on the path.
Yeah.
That's it. But I wouldn't change anything like that, you know, because I am who I am today, and
because of what you went through.
Because of what I went through. I'm grateful for what I went through.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. How young are you, though, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to answer. You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
Nah, I just turned 31.
Bro, damn, I'm 39.
Okay.
I'm about to be 40 this year.
Yeah, look it, bro.
I know, man. I'm trying to look like you, shit. But congrats on your success at such a young age, bro. So you started your gym in your 20s.
No, bro. I started the gym 3 years ago.
Shit.
So
that's your 20s.
Yeah. I started 3 years ago, and it was actually in my condo. So I was living at the filing station apartments. It was a loft apartment, and through COVID, you know, we all felt it quite a bit, and that's where the opportunity kicked in. Where I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start training people, and I did. I trained them in the parking lot outside my building, and then people in the buildings were hearing, and they could hear people hitting mitts. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep doing this. And then I started to attract people.
Yeah.
And they're like, so how much you charge? And I was like, nah, man, just trial it out with me. If you wanna tip me, you tip me something.
Wow, bro.
And then after 3 months through that, I turned the condo into a boxing facility. It was a 2-level loft apartment. And I turned the living room I put a ring in the living room, a proper ring. Yeah. You'll see it on YouTube.
What?
I put bags in the bedroom. I put an ice plunge on the back balcony. I got really creative.
What? Entrepreneur.
And me and my partner at the time, you know, like we just grinded it out, and I held classes, and I brought something to this area that it was missing, which was culture, community, giving something to a person that's missing that void in their life on a daily basis for just 1 hour. I can make that impact. You know, and as I did that, whatever money I started making, I put it into the apartment. As that grew, you know, word started to get around, and that's where relationships started to kick in. And I didn't even realize some of the people that were my clients at the time on how powerful they really were. But they really, you know, they fuck with me, bro. Like,
for sure. And I heard about celebrity. I've seen the celebrity clients. I mean, you had people here like Mayweather, right?
Yeah, Floyd's one of my guys. Yeah. Diddy's come through. Yeah.
I mean, you got some huge names, and then some MMA fighters or UFC fighters too.
Yeah. So every time the UFC comes in Miami, which is the one that's coming up too, the second time around. They come and do their camps here right before because we're so close. Izzy Adesanya did his fight here. He did his camp here. You know,
Deontay Wilder
is one of my guys. You know, he comes in all the time. So a lot of these boys, you know, like I built relationships over a certain amount of time, but my main core clients that stayed with me and believed in the process and the brand that was created, they stuck with me since day one. And one of the names I'd like to drop that's been my client, now he's a very close friend, is my man Steve Stout, owner of United Masters. He was one of my first clients, you know.
Wow, bro.
And he still comes to today, and he's a big supporter. So
man, that's amazing, man. I gotta congratulate you on what you're doing.
Thank you, man.
So what motivates you? Like you got all this going for yourself. What keeps you going? Like what is it that motivates you?
Man, I like the challenge.
Yeah.
I like the challenge because every time before you step into a boxing ring, there's nobody in there except the other man. But it's also you fighting against yourself because you got to prove to yourself something.
Yes, sir.
You know, we all are. And on a daily basis, I have something to make sure that I keep going. It's just go the distance, man. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to die thinking to myself that I did a 9-to-5 job.
And that you didn't put it all out there.
Nah, man.
Exactly.
I want to be able to make an impact. And I have things I don't want to keep as secrets. I'm an open book. So if I can give back, I'm going to give it back 120%.
Yeah.
I'm going to open the doors for the people and make sure I give them what they deserve.
Right.
You know, and it obviously stems from the top. So I set the standards with myself, my team, my partner, and we make sure we go all in because we only live once.
Yeah.
And you got to do it, you know?
Gotta do it.
You got to do it. That's why they say, like, in boxing, the hard part is in the training. It's not the fight. Because the fight, it's easy if you do the training properly and you prepare properly. And you put in the hard work in the training camps. The result will show in the end at the fight.
Exactly.
It's easy. So right now, as we keep building, we in training camp.
Yeah. Yep.
You know?
You're 100% right.
So...
Man, how was it as a boxer, though? I always wanted to be a boxer, but my mama would never let me do it. So she would never let me get in the ring, and we didn't even have boxing where I grew up at. How is that? Like, boxers move so damn fast. How the hell do you see the punches coming that quick to move out the fucking way? Like,
I think...
Is it stressful?
I think you know, there's certain factors with it. You either got that dog inside of you, that's one. You got talent, that's two. You just naturally, you know, disciplined and gifted, that's three. So there's a lot of factors that result to the fact of how you become such a successful boxer, or you get into boxing and you're doing quite well. You know, all these punches and you know, people go, wow, how does Mayweather do these defense and this and that? It's repetition, bro. Every single day for the last 35 years, you know, 20 years, you're doing this morning and night. Eventually, bro, the thing just becomes part of you.
Yeah.
You perfect it. And that's anything in life, you know.
Exactly. It's 100%. 100%, bro. All right. Do you have any morals that you live by? Any certain standards or set of rules that you live by?
Bro, I have rules embedded into this facility that my team's got to abide by. They're the rules that I set the tone. Loyalty is one of my main ones. And I just spoke on that like last week on our channel. You know, loyalty is just something that word cannot be just thrown around or tossed around just because. You know, it's something that you have to work towards it. You got to have it embedded inside of you. And that person has to have that same frequency. Otherwise, then what's the point?
Yeah. If
You know what I mean?
On the same page, then what are we doing?
What are we doing? It's not just about saying, hey, I'm loyal to him and I got his back. If somebody shoots you, I'm going to take that bullet for you. It doesn't mean any of that, you know?
Right.
It really comes down to the fact that you got to work towards getting those stripes that you're really loyal.
Exactly.
You know, it's a longevity process.
Yes, sir.
And then you can really understand. So I abide by loyalty, bro. That's, for me, is everything. Respect is the next thing, you know. Gotta have respect. You gotta have respect for your people. You gotta have respect for yourself, more importantly.
Exactly.
You know, before anything, before you understand respect, you gotta respect yourself.
Right.
And the other thing is, you know, just being a good person, bro. Like, be honest with yourself and just be straightforward with things.
Yeah.
You don't need to beat around the bush and try to come up with something. You have to be honest with yourself in order to be a good person.
Right.
There's no need to fabricate stuff.
Yeah.
Just be straightforward about it.
You said the truth right there, man. I mean, did you learn all this just through life, or did you read any books? Was it any personal development books that you read that get you to where you are today?
I think a lot of it stems from my father, man. Like, you know, growing up, I didn't listen to him a lot, but a lot of it made sense 10, 20 years down the track.
Yep.
We all look back and go, damn, we gave our parents hell, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But when you really think about it, they gave us some tools that at that time we couldn't understand and see that.
Yeah.
You know, for young people these days, you got to listen to people. You got to listen to the people that really care about you. And you might not think they care, but they really do.
Yeah.
And it reflects later on in life.
Yep.
And you look back and go, damn, he was right about this, you know?
Exactly.
So I think as you go through trials and tribulations, through different groups of people, and everything is being a test, you know, you're getting tested every single day.
Yep.
with certain situations, you have to fall in order to grow.
Yeah.
You have to fail in order to win.
Yes, sir.
You know,
You
so
fail your way to success.
I failed so many times, bro, that I never thought I was gonna make it. And today, you know, people say, you know, you successful. I'm like, nah, bro, I haven't even hit success yet. I still, look, I'm wearing the same clothes,
Bro.
every day. I'm chilling, I'm enjoying. I'm just happy that I'm blessed to be here living and I can really provide to the people and give opportunities.
Yes.
And be able to sit in this car, have a drink with you. You know what I mean?
100%.
This is what life is all about.
There you go.
You know?
And I see you got blessed tatted right here. I actually got it tatted.
There you go. There you go.
So people don't realize that how blessed they are just to be able to get up, walk, talk, breathe, being able to punch a bag. That's a blessing in itself. You know what I'm saying?
That's why when you see people down and stressed, it's like, man, you got nothing to worry about.
Exactly.
You know, people around the world, you know, they're going through heartaches right now. We see all the stuff that's going on overseas. Man, you can walk into a gym and train and have freedom to do as you please. So it's like, we don't need to be upset about anything.
Exactly. Never. Especially if you woke up today and if you're not mentally handicapped, even then you still got to be blessed, thankful. But if you're willing and able and physically capable of doing, what the fuck are you complaining about?
Exactly, man.
You know? So, man, that's amazing. I'm glad you dropped that knowledge. What are some of your dreams that you haven't accomplished yet? Big dreams. Any dreams? Because you've already done a lot. I mean, you can just live life with just what you've created right here. Anything else out there that you want to accomplish that you haven't done yet?
Man, you know, the plan is, Boxr is, for those that don't know, you know, the actual name comes back from when I was a kid. So everyone back in school, that was my nickname. It's called Boxr.
Really?
Yeah.
God damn.
So it
So
goes.
you was knocking them out back in the day?
It goes way back. You know, that was my nickname back in school. All my people would call it, hey, Boxr, 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 Boxr. So I just ran with the name, and also my partner, she was like, you know, that's an amazing name, and she helped create the logo and stuff.
Yeah.
So as a young man coming up, like, I fulfilled something that I really am grateful for.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a brand. It's not a gym.
Yeah.
So for me, my plan is and my dream is to make sure that I can impact as many lives around the world with making sure that they can have freedom to walk into a facility and feel the best they can ever feel by utilizing all the different sectors of this compound.
Yes.
And it could really make that huge impact in their lives, because everybody needs something that's gonna fill in that void.
Yep.
We need it.
Yep.
The health and wellness is very important for us to keep growing and to keep us mentally, physically, all those things.
Yes.
Keep it rolling.
And you providing it, man. I mean, definitely one, if not the best gym I've been in. The music is always blasting. It's always good music. The people, I haven't met anyone with a negative personality yet. I think I seen Amani Shumpert here. Amani, he was just working out. The classes are elite.
Yeah.
You got great trainers, great instructors. If any one of y'all in Miami, and if you're not at Boxr, you even got a month-to-month membership. You can cancel at any time.
Yeah. You can cancel. No contracts.
No contracts. You can get out of it at any time. It's absolutely amazing. The energy is amazing, bro. I mean, the women are absolutely gorgeous. You got like the best women in Miami coming here.
Yeah, we have the best women coming to this facility.
Yeah. So, ladies, if you want to get it right, get it tight in Miami. Over 100 classes. It's really no excuse when you come to this gym. On a month-to-month no contract. I mean, what else do you want? I mean, and the staff is phenomenal, bro.
That's everything, bro.
Yeah.
You know, building a team, especially when you have a business, in order to keep growing, you have to select the right people in order to fill in those specific slots.
Yeah.
But you also got to give them what is called, you know, what they're great at. You got to find what they're really good at, and you place them in that department so they could show their full fruits of their labor.
Yes,
and
sir.
they can enjoy what they do. It's not just about, oh yeah, come and do a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Nah, man, you make them be part of the dream.
I like that.
You know?
I like that. Bro, you gifted, man, at such a young age, bro. It's been
bro.
in you. Have you had any, besides boxing, have you had any other entrepreneur experiences before?
Never in my life, man. This was the first time ever that I tapped into the business world. I never knew I would be able to do it, but I wouldn't even think I'd be on a podcast talking as much as I talk, because I never talked this much in my life.
But you're killing it, bro.
So.
But you're blessed, and you living your life and your passion too. You're doing what you love doing.
I love this, man.
So even if you didn't make it, or didn't you say you wanted to go be a champion?
Yeah.
You didn't make that, but you still found an avenue to be a champion at what you do by impacting all these other people's lives.
I wouldn't change it for the world, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
My life. Because when I came here, I just moved here a year ago, and all I heard was Boxr, bro.
Thank you,
and
bro.
I like to be at the most elite shit, and I had to get you on the podcast. All right. We're almost done with the business. What do you feel your true purpose in life is?
I think my true purpose in life is to be, you know, I feel like, you know, people say they got a gift. You know, God has given me the gift, but it's up to me how I use it.
Yes, sir.
It's not mine.
Yeah.
That's not my gift. That's a gift and a tool that God gave to me, but I have to use it to my fullest advantage. And I realize that through what I'm building, this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I'm supposed to build on. And it may not be a gym. It may be something bigger than the gym, because I didn't know I had all these attributes and skills until I really made that change. You know, and I really, really had to just own up to look at myself in the mirror and be like, man, I'm fucking up.
Yeah.
Let's go, bro. Otherwise, we ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
You know, so I think my purpose in life is to just really make a difference in the world, change the world, and make it an interesting, better place for people that, you know, I come from a country where it's very much like it's tied up and everyone's in the same fucking world.
Yeah.
I come here and I see freedom.
Yes, sir.
That's why my gym has that energy, is because people can be who they want to be without being scared.
Yeah.
I want to relay that to the rest of the world, that you can be who you want to be. You can have that freedom. You can enjoy doing training, because a lot of people don't want to train, or they feel lazy and they're like, oh, nah, man.
You make it fun.
You make it fun.
And yes, you do.
You know,
I'm gonna attest. I can attest to that, man. So that's amazing. We're done with the business questions. We're gonna move on to, well, how long you been in Miami?
6 years.
6 years.
5, 6 years.
We're gonna move on to the relationship questions. All right. Are you married, single, dating?
Putting me on the spot right now.
I know the ladies want to know, bro. You got it going on, man. You know, so.
Nah, man, I'm married. You know.
Okay, you married right now?
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have to be careful with my questions with the married people. Okay. How's the married life? How long have you been married?
Oh man, it's been like a couple of years now.
A couple of years.
Yeah.
How's the married life compared to the single life?
Man, it's, you know, it's good because it keeps you, you know, it keeps you as a man, like, depending on what you're doing and what industry you're in, when you want to keep elevating, you want to keep growing, it keeps you on your feet.
Keeps you focused.
Because your responsibilities are going to be more, you got to focus on providing, and at the same time you have a bigger responsibility. I think it depends on what you're doing, you know, as a man, and what your goal is. Everyone's different, you know. There's people out there that want to settle down and have a family, or, you know, it just depends on the man and the situation. For me, in my circumstance, you know, like, just I have a goal, and that goal is focus on the business, focus on exactly what I'm aiming to do, which is eventually in life is to provide, you know, later on down the track. But as of right now, I'm kept on my toes, bro.
Yeah.
There's no distractions.
Yeah.
I don't have no distractions. I don't need to go out to clubs. I don't need to do any of those things. I know a lot of people like them. I did it.
Exactly.
You know, so my motto is I have an opportunity to continue what I want to do and stay focused and stay in my lane without having to worry about any other drama, issues, and this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. 100%.
So that's what it really boils down to.
So, would you recommend marriage? Because I'm 39. I still ain't got married yet.
It depends, you know, on the woman that you want to pick. You in Miami, you know how hard it is.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of beautiful women, but they don't come with a lot of substance.
You can go to Colombia, man. Like,
I've been to Colombia,
You
bro.
already
I've
know
been
what's
to
up.
Medellin. That's what I was going to ask you. You say you went to Colombia,
Yeah.
and to focus. How the hell was you able to focus though? Because
Man, I think going to Colombia for me was like a reset button before I came back to Miami, because out there it's just a different world.
Yeah.
Apart from having beautiful women, it's just
Yeah.
it's a place where you can really disconnect from everyone. And you know how beautiful it is out there.
Yeah,
and the food, and you could train, and you could enjoy the beautiful weather.
Right.
And then you have all the women that you could enjoy too. So
Right.
sometimes something like that could help you really reset to understand what you want to do.
How long did you live there?
I think it was about 8 months
8
to
months?
a year. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed the vibe, and the prices is excellent.
Yeah, and it's close to Miami and stuff, so it's
Right.
like it's not even that big of a deal.
So if
to
you
travel.
want to come back, you can just come right back.
Yeah.
How do you endure the tough times through marriage?
You know what? It's tough, but the best thing to do is when you're going through tough times, you know, the best thing to do is really speak on everything really immediately. Don't leave things lingering and hanging, because then it creates, you know, more thought process of problems. And you know, the thing is, you know, us men too, we don't want drama. You know what I mean? We want to dissolve a situation and continue to stay focused and keep moving forward.
Right.
You know, women, if they're left, you know, to keep thinking, they start to, like, you know, create more things than what it really is. But this, you know, there's got to be a medium through where, you know, two people just got to have a good understanding with each other. And if you already have that from the beginning, then yeah, we're expected to come across, you know, hard times and problems. But you really know if that person's really standing by your side and got your back and is your ride or die or not. And then you got to make your own choices as a man, whether it's good for you or if it's not. You know, and I think it comes through, you know, trials and tribulations. You know, we're all going to get tested. Relationships are the best thing because you're going to get tested.
Yeah.
A relationship is really a business. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
It is. So you know, you're out there, you gotta, like, we look for a good business to invest into. It's the same thing. You're looking to invest into the right woman, because in the end of the day, it is a business. It's a relationship.
Yeah.
A business is a relationship. So it's like, it's the same thing.
Is it more of a business for the man or the woman?
Look, it comes down to things like this.
Okay.
If a woman is able to nourish a man and give you things that you need to boost you, then it's not about the money anymore. It's more about how much can you have to offer me as a man? How can you better me as a man? How could you take me to the next level?
Yes, sir.
Because then what's the point of growing alone when you could grow together and build a huge empire? You know what I mean? So you gotta put things to the test and be like, does this woman really nourish me, or she just look pretty because I like her around me?
Yeah.
Those types of things.
Yeah.
You really got to test it out, like you looking at a business plan and going, well, should I invest into this business or not? Otherwise, I'm gonna lose all my money.
Right.
It's the same thing.
100%. I agree with you 100%. I ain't even gonna speak on it because I ain't never been married, and I know you know. And the last thing, we only got one question left. Do you feel marriage brings you more focus, peace, stability, and success, or do you think you'll be the same person you are without it?
I think I would be the same person without it, but I also think too, you know, if I don't know, man, that's a tough one.
That's a tough one, huh?
It's a tough one, but you know what? I think it is important. I think if you do find the right person that can bring that difference in your life and better your life, and it can work both ends, then I think you're gonna get there even quicker because your head's gonna be on point. Rather than, you know, do it alone, but you can't tell. Time will tell. You know, you can't force a situation to be like, yo, I want you to be my wife, or I want you to be my husband. Nah, you'll know. And the thing a lot of people don't do is they don't go off their intuition, their gut feeling on things. If you are gonna do it, then you gotta go on your true intuition and your experience and be honest with yourself and go, okay, yeah, this is gonna be worth the trip. Or you gotta be honest and be like, nah, this ain't gonna be worth the trip. I'd rather go to the strip club and go to Magic City. You know, like right. You gotta make that choice on what's gonna be best for you in your life.
Got it.
It's not just about being in a relationship and say, hey, we married. Nah, man, this is a business investment. This is life. You know, I got two businesses. I got my woman and I got my business. I gotta invest into both of them.
For sure.
If it's working, then hey, I'm blessed. If it's not, then we gotta keep moving.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
That's it.
That's amazing, brother. I appreciate all the knowledge and advice you came on the show to give. And the last thing we're going to leave, we always leave on a positive note. If there's anyone out there, any kids that looking up to you, that want to be like you or want to create something successful like you've done, what kind of advice can you give to them?
Man, I could just say this. No matter what you think and what you believe in, you know, and it may be something that you're really passionate about, you got to stick to your wits on it, and you got to go the distance. As hard as it may be, as many obstacles you may go against, there is a chance to be able to be great at what you do.
Yes, sir.
But it's not for you. It's for who you're going to impact. That's the difference. You know? So I'm going to leave it like that.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Everybody who I had on the show, I'm only interviewing successful, wealthy individuals, and everyone speaks on the impact they can give to the world.
Yeah.
Because that's the true gift in life, I believe. Like when you're able to give back and help change other people's lives, that's what makes you really truly successful and make you truly happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree, so.
There you go. All right, guys. It's been another episode of Maybach Conversations with my man, Mateo. How can they find you, bro, if they want to join your gym or find you on YouTube, Instagram?
Yeah, man, so you can check out my personal IG. It's Mateo, Mateo, Boxr, Boxr, or the business page is Boxr, Boxr, Gym, Gym, and it's the same thing on YouTube, Twitter, all the rest of the social media platforms. You know, we always pushing out content on a daily. You know, I got my own production team, so we like to keep our people updated on what's coming in. You know, all the celebrities, athletes, what works are coming. So we always like to entertain our people daily and keep them updated, and it's like a movie, bro.
Perfect, man.
Yeah.
If anybody ever want to come down to Miami and say they don't live here, but they want to come to your gym for a day or two, is there any kind of passes?
Yeah, man. So like, you come to the gym, you get a full tour. If you're a Florida resident, it's actually free for the first day.
Okay.
And then, you know, anyone outside of that, there's a day pass that you got to pay. We have a lot of people that bring in their cameras and stuff because, you know, the setup inside, as you know,
It's beautiful.
and you're gonna show them
It's
it's
right.
set for camera work.
Yes,
you know?
sir. It is beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. Mateo, I appreciate it. Appreciate your
you,
time,
bro.
my brother.
No, thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm gonna get some boxing lessons with you. I'll show you my
Whatever
skills.
you want, bro. I got you.
Over and out.